Hi, my name is Sephora. I'm going to introduce you to Congolese cuisine. I'm going to teach you how to make a super easy starter, a yummy main, and a delicious dessert. So if you're ready, let's start cooking. The main is gonna be a peanut butter chicken with banana, plantain, and some rice. It's a little bit spicy, but not too much, and I'm sure you're going to love it. So the first thing you want to do is to get your pan very hot. So we're going to put it on, and to add some oil, just here, all over. Meanwhile, it's getting hot, I'm going to chop my chicken. So I do have 3 big pieces here, so it will fit perfectly for 4 person. So you just like make big chops. So you do have a quicker way to cut your chicken. You just go from the middle until the end, and then come back here and squeeze. Up. And voila, so I'm going to check that my oil is hot. It is. Good. So I'm carefully going to put the chicken always in the corner to avoid the oil to come in your face. Yeah, just be super careful with the oil when it's hot, because it can pop up in your face. So try to avoid to end up with oil in your face. So I'm going to leave the chicken seize a little bit more to get caramelized. Meanwhile, we're going to chop the other vegetables that we're going to use for the recipe. So I'm going to show you. So you will need 1 onion. Okay. So I'm just removing the leaves from the outside. And then you just cut your onion in 2 pieces. So just make sure to remove this part of the onions to avoid like the bitter part. So we don't need it. I'm going to remove that. Up. And then you just chop the onions like this. So we make first quarter and then come back this side. Okay. I'm just going to check on my chicken. So it's starting to be nice, not quite what I want, so I'm just going to leave it a little bit more. Okay, meanwhile the chicken is caramelizing, I'm going to prepare the rest of the ingredients. So for this recipe, we're going to use 3 carrots. I'm going to use a knife because, well, that's the way I do to peel, so it's more easy. You just go like this, and it's removed quite easily. Always keep an eye on what's going on over there. We don't want to end up with a burnt chicken. Okay. And then we're just going to chop the carrots like this. And preserve for later on for the recipe. Okay. I think the chicken is good, so I'm going to remove it from the pan and put the onions. So as you can see, the chicken is coming up crispy. That's what we want. And there's still a little bit of oil on the pan. That's on purpose. Like that, we're going to keep the chicken flavor. And I'm going to put the onions on, like this. Now I'm going to take some garlic to add as well. Then you chop it. And add it inside. Once your onions start to caramelize, you're going to add some tomato puree. This is the one which is more concentrated than the, let's say, the peeled tomatoes that you can find. So I'm going to add that to the pan, just like that. It's about like one big spoon. So you just mix it up. Okay. Now we're going to add the chopped tomatoes. It's about 400 grams. So that we're just going to put over here. We're going to keep the can. There is a small trick that I'm going to show you later on. Ooh, starting to smell already good. Okay. So now I'm going to put back the chicken in the pan. Okay, all of it. Voila. And then here you do have peanut butter. I'm going to use 200 grams for this recipe, but if you want to use extra peanut butter, feel free to, but 200 grams is quite enough. So I'm putting the peanut butter in. And then you make sure to mix it up everything. So do you remember the trick that I said before? We're going to use it now. I'm going to use the tomato can to put some water on in order to put it in the pan. Just give me one sec. Like this. So I'm adding like the second round of water. The idea here is to put twice the water of the amount of the preparation in order for the stew to reduce. So we want at the end something a little bit thicker. So you can see this super orangey color here from the peanut butter. It looks very, very nice. It's gonna be super yummy. We're going to add some chicken stock, just one. That's enough. Up. In here. And, well, that's the spicy part that I do love. We call that in my country pili pili, but I do believe like the translation in English is chili pepper. This one is way stronger than the chili pepper that you can find like in any shop. So there is two ways. We're going to put it directly in the peanut butter stew. For those who want it like very, very spicy, you can just like cut in the middle the chili pepper in order to have something very, very spicy. But well, we would just go like for the medium style. That's fine as well. So you just put your chili pepper in. That's it. So yeah, we're going to leave that reduce for about 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to jump to complete the recipe with the plantains bananas. So we will need to use a pan because we're going to fry them. So what I'm going to do is to add, coming back here. So some sunflower oil. You need to feel about like the, well, quite the middle. Here, and we're going to put the oil. Meanwhile, the oil is getting hot. We're going to cut the bananas. So I'm going to show you how to. So basically, how my mom teach me is to cut always the bottom and the end. You cut here in the middle in order to open the banana like this. And then you use the banana skin to remove the impurity here, the small skins that no one wants to eat. It's not good. So there's two ways. I'm going to show you both ways of cooking bananas. My mom does it this way, so she shows it like this. So that's the first technique. But the one that I do want to use for this recipe, like a more, I would say, design way, it would be to keep the length of the banana. That would be nicer if you do have like a special, dinner with some friends and you want something, I don't know, fancy to change. So you just follow like the line of the banana like this. So you do have two different ways, rather shape like this or like more fancy way like this. So what you can do like to test like if the oil is hot enough is to put just one piece of banana, and when it's going to come up, that means that the oil is ready. So we're just going to leave that. So you know when it's ready, when it's flat. So this one is just about to be done, so I'm just going to remove it. So I do have like a small pan, so I'm not going to put all of them. I'm going to start with the large one. Always keep your distance with the oil to avoid to get, to end up with oil all over your face. We don't want that. So while the banana plantains are frying, I'm going to add the carrots that we chopped at the beginning to the peanut butter sauce. So, just like that. Voila. And just mixing it. So the sauce is starting to reduce, which is good. Almost done. We're going to add some salt. Just give me a sec. And then you can just adjust at the end if you want something more salty. That's because peanut butter is already kind of salty, so. Smells good. Yep. I'm going to check on my bananas. Okay, I think we're good with the plantains banana. Can you see this very, very nice tan color over here? So I'm just going to remove them. Look at this. So always prepare a plate with some paper because it's quite oily, so you don't want to have like something, too oily. So I'm just going to give a try to the peanut butter sauce to see if we need to add extra salt or. Sounds good. It is good. So the plantains are done. And to go alongside the peanut butter sauce, we're going to have also some rice that I already cooked before because, well, there's nothing special about rice. You can pretty sure make that by yourself. So we're going to prepare the plate of the main course. So I'm going to use an inox circle here. And for the exotic, vibes, here are some banana leaves that you can find in exotic stores. So I'm just going to cut like a small piece because I don't want much. That should be enough. And just put it here on the plate. So the inox circle here in the middle. And I'm going to put the rice into it. And then you just press in order to have like a very good shape. And then you just press with your spoon the inox circle like this, and you have something very nice. And we're going to put the plantain banana next to the rice like this. So I'm going to grab some sauce. And gently put it here under the plate. And then some extra decoration to make it a little bit more fancy, a little flour. And that's it. Easy peasy. Hope you enjoy it. See you on the next video for dessert.